Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Rimworld. I've been digging Rimworld recently, man. I've been playing quite a lot of it. We did the whole Odyssey thing, where I basically did like two full playthroughs, and then I did quite a bit of a playthrough on my own time, where I started out as like just absolutely nothing, no tech, one colonist, built my way all the way up. Um, but I did that one on my own. So I wanted to go back and do another recorded one because you guys like Rimworld. Everyone likes watching Rimworld. Rimworld's fun when it's a really kind of unique thematic run. And so I want to do something unique, something that I've been trying to attempt for a while now, or wanting to attempt, and that is the all toxic playthrough. The Waster playthrough, where we try to make just the world a worse place and we live in toxicity. That is definitely the anthem of this playthrough. And so we're going to be all Wasters who love the tox, born to tox. And we're going to fight exclusively with toxicity. So that means not strictly, because there's also the biological warfare mod that allows you to infect your enemies with like diseases and things. So that will also be on the table. But otherwise, yeah, all toxicity. And we'll see how it goes. We are running with a fuck ton of mods. This is the most mods I've ever used. We're using mostly the progression mod pack, which is pretty much the most popular mod pack. It's very extensive, very extensively supported and updated, and everything. It's shockingly cohesive. This right now I have 1,100. Well, Rim Sort says 1,152. I don't know. I don't. It doesn't count the DLC. So 1,146. It's a lot. It is a shit ton. I'm not gonna go over all this. Again, most of this, 98% of this is just the progression mod pack. So you can look that up on the workshop yourself if you want to see what's all in it. But it's a lot. It's designed to make it like just a very cohesive experience. It's even recommended. He even recommends it for like brand new players that have never even played base or Rimworld. Just load up the progression mod pack. That's like sort of his design intent. Like will frequently just nix mods if he feels that they don't. He wants every mod involved to not feel like it's a mod. Like it's just part of the game. I don't think he always succeeds at that, to be honest, but yeah, it is surprisingly cohesive, I would say. That being said, it's very modest. How could it not be? So the only things I have added really are Combat Extended and various Combat Extended mods, and Dead Man Switch and various Dead Man Switch stuff. That's it. A few quality of life stuff that he didn't have in there that I prefer, like I don't like smart construction. He didn't have in there, and it's just like I kind of think that should be in there. There is a handful of other stuff, but not much, honestly. Like I think the full progression mod pack is like 1,100 mods. So there you go. All right, let's begin a new colony. I want to see if there is a toxer, any sort of toxic start. There are goblins, or Gnoblins, I suppose they're called. I don't know if they're specifically tox. They do start with tox spear and 10 tox pots, so we might be Gnoblins instead of Wasters, because I think Wasters are more of like industrial tech. There's a lot of scenarios. Yeah, hard to say. It's probably in here somewhere. But Gnoblins could be fun. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, I want to look. I like starting at Neolithic. That's fun because I like working my way up. And this will allow us to use like Tox Spear and Tox Pots. And with Ignorance is Bliss, we'll be mostly fighting like medieval stuff. So toxic stuff will be pretty effective, I would imagine. So this is kind of good. We do start with 6 Gnoblins, which is quite a lot. One thing I do know about Gnoblins, because I had one in my last game, is they are all addicted, or they have a genetic dependency on Shiver. Or dreg, like this specific drug made from chem fuel. So you will need a constant flow of chem fuel, and getting chem fuel in Neolithic era is pretty tricky, especially because we use the sort of progression agriculture mod, which means that we don't have access to just every crop. We only get access to crop that's like we find or we can obtain somehow. So yeah, that is a little tricky. So we'll see how that goes. As far as a storyteller, I generally lean towards Cassandra Classic. I don't think we'll find like a waster one that will be appropriate. But I guess, to be fair, Randy Random does sort of fit the whole toxic Noblin playstyle. All right. We'll go Randy Random, but I'm going to go on Strive to Survive. I don't have a lot of faith. If you watched my last Odyssey playthrough, you know that one was really easy, by and large. And that's because, mainly, I think it's due to this mod called Combat Readiness Check, which makes it so that if you have just, like, low colonists and just kind of a small place, it really sends very little stuff at you. I'm not playing with Combat Readiness Check. I am, however, playing with Wealth Corrector, which allows you to adjust the modifier, basically how much your wealth is calculated. So I've set that all at 40% of the full value, which is pretty casual, let's be honest. But I was playing my last game where I didn't adjust anything on Blood and Dust, and I had to reload numerous times because the raids I was getting was just obscene. Especially if you start just like with practically nothing. Like, it's so easy to get overwhelmed, and it's just suddenly, like, as soon as I hit, like, Industrial Age, it's like, oh, here's a raid of Dead Man Switch mechs, and they send in just, like, these big walking mechs shit, and it's just like, okay, guess I'm done. So, we're gonna do Strive to Survive, reload anytime. I still don't like Anomaly shit. Now, I did think about playing on the Toxic World, but I don't really want that. Because I want the experience where I turn a normal world into a toxic world. That's like the goal. So yeah, we have a bunch of different worlds. We could take the dream world, and this has to be inspired by SCP. Something like this specific formatting I have seen in SCP articles. Rumored to have been created by dead, sleeping, dreaming architects. Like, that specific formatting is from an SCP article. I don't have an encyclopedic memory off the top of my head of which one, but I recall that. Maybe something with pattern screamers. Yeah, but we'll just go with the classic Rimworld. I'm not too picky. Our seed is going to be called Toxicity. We're not going to put any tech limits in. We're not going to adjust anything else. We're just going to see how it goes. Because Ignorance is Bliss should solve a lot of our troubles. This will take a while. So we have, we have biological warfare, which is not really toxic stuff, but it's all sorts of other diseases. And we have, I think, a few other options for toxic stuff. I did add a mod myself called, oh gosh, what is it called? Tox Weapons Pack. So this adds just a handful of more melee weapons and a Fletcher crossbow that are all toxic based. And then we also have the inter-rim ballistic missiles mod, which allows us to launch ICBMs. And I'm hoping that we can load those up with some toxic stuff to really spread the love. We want to find, I guess, the most polluted spot on the planet and just go for that. I just played on arid shrubland, so I'm going to avoid that. I guess I lean towards maybe something. There is the Scarland. Water here is toxic. Scaria runs rampant among the animals. Mechanoids lurk among the shattered buildings, waiting to awaken and kill again. And that should be pretty... Well, if we can find a Scarland that's really polluted, I guess that would be ideal. Easier said than done, though. Pollution is really hard to see on this display. Here we go. Oh, look at how polluted this is. We could be right on the waterfront with all our toxic water. It's not bad. It's not bad. Otherwise, go a little further inland. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty open here. But it is very polluted. 80% pollution. 98% pollution. Oh my god. Most crops cannot live on polluted terrain. Fuck it, let's give it a try. Acidic smog here roughly every 26 days. Slows plant growth, deteriorates exposed items, makes people unhappy. Well, no, now that I think about it, though, I do like that pollution number, but I think we want to be more of, like, a mountainous people. Because inter-rim ballistic missiles allows other factions to launch missiles at us. And the only hope we really have is being deep in the mountains. So that's tempting, but no, I think I just don't want to be in the desert, so maybe we go further north, try to find like a boreal forest or something like that that's polluted and mountainous. Here you go. Ooh, yes. Now you're speaking my language. Look at that. Look at that little thing that we can tuck into. Get in nice and deep. Oh, yeah, this is good. Year-round growing period that we can't really grow shit on. This is gonna be great. Ideologian. I don't think there's really a toxic one, but there is there is something with diseases, holy diseases. Yeah, I don't really want to be fleshy. Oh, scavenger. Yeah, sure. That sounds kind of good. We can kind of become wasters. So there's the mad scientist one. There's a bunch of new ones here. Holy diseases is almost certainly what we're going to be going for. So I don't think there's anything specifically related to toxicity. Oh, polluter! I am wrong! Look at that. We should live in polluted places, build machines that produce more toxic chemicals. Mechanoid labor is enhanced, pollution preferred, toxic waste dumping respected, and we start with toxifier generator research. Perfect. Pollution preferred. Oh my god, we're just gonna have a plus like 12 mood buff at all times. So we can get plus 14 if we pollute 100% of the map. We also respect toxic waste, and we should spread chemicals across the world, terraforming it into a toxic oasis. Yes, this is the goal. This is perfect. Why should we work when we have machines? So minus 8% to all work speed. That's pretty mean, but if we can get mechs online, which we want, they will have plus 20% speed. Great. I think we... yeah, see, I'd like to get rid of Corpses Ugly, because I feel like that's not really... I think cannibalism, I'm probably going to say, is acceptable. Yeah, acceptable's fine. Slavery, I think we don't give a shit. Like, we're really just chaos gremlins here, so that's acceptable. Organ use, acceptable. Disfigurement, I think we don't care about. Fungus, probably don't care. Insect meat, we probably don't care. Nutrient paste, we don't care. I think we'll eat anything. We don't give a shit. That's how I'm envisioning these Gnoblins. Also, like, spouses, just fucking unlimited. I don't give a shit about that. That's probably all good. That's fine. Okay, Gnoblins. Let's just take a look at Gnoblins. So they do have Tox Resist, plus 80%. It's not perfect. They also have partial antitoxic lungs. So plus 75% toxic environment resistance. And the combination of that, it should be pretty good. They also have strong immunity, 125% immunity gain speed. That's great. Fast wound healing, 200%. They are weak in melee, but that's okay. We're not really going to rely on melee much, I hope. They're very fast runners, plus 0.9 move speed. It's a 20% buff. That's great. Very unattractive, but that's not a problem. They have high libido. That could be a problem. They're also fertile, so they're gonna reproduce. We'll see how that goes. They do age a lot faster, and they have a shorter lifespan. So they're gonna be reproducing. They're gonna be aging quickly. They're gonna be dying off. It's gonna be a different playthrough. They also have mild cell instability, so they have a 300% cancer rate factor. They have venomous fangs. That's good. They're very short. They have dark vision, which is great because we're going to be in the mountains, which means that really we probably don't ever need any lights, which is great. Let the enemies come into my dark, tox-filled dungeon. We're strong with construction across the board. We have awful plants, though, so that's minus 8. So we're going to have to get somebody that's got a passion with it at least, and even then they're going to start out pretty awful. And awful medical. And then the big one, after age 13, they have a dependency on Shiver, this drug made from chem fuel. Hunger rate, 50%. It's pretty good. All right, so out the gate, our team skills look pretty good, which I would hope. I mean, there's 6 of us. So I could just take this and probably be happy. We have a tough brawler here with 12 melee. That's pretty good. Again, we're relying on tox weapons, so really we don't have to do that much damage. We just gotta, like, stab them full of toxic gas, and then they die. So I'm probably okay with that. So we got good construction, good mining, decent social, animals, melee. I mean, they're all going to be good at constructing. Clumsy, meh. Psychopath is fine. Body modder's fine. Decent shot. Pretty intellectual. I guess that's good. Mining passion, art passion. It's okay. Again, a decent shot. Super immune, cold inclined cook, and intellectual and crafting. Decent, decent. Chemical interest. That's probably okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good spread, I gotta say. I think I'll just take this. Obviously, we're weak on medical and plants, but we do have at least one person that does have a double passion in plants. And medical, we have that same person with a single passion. That's about it. It's not great, but it'll have to do. We're just not designed for that. So yeah, we'll just go with it. Then there's this new mod that Fernie put out called Perspective Shift, where I did think about doing a playthrough with this specifically, where I was going to just control one like sanguiphage, because what it turns it into more of like a single character RPG where you literally control one character with like WASD, and you have to like click on things to move things around and build stuff and plants. Like you are controlling one character, and that's it. There are other characters, and they operate just like Rimworld does, but you are bound to that one character and controlling them, so you can't really tell other characters what to do, or like you can customize it if you want to switch around and stuff, but the design intention is you're just one character. I tried it out on my own a little bit. I found it incredibly tedious. Like, you're planting stuff just one by one. You're building stuff one by one. You have to carry the materials over. Like, it's a much slower paced, like very deliberate thing where you're just like immersed in this world. I guess if I was playing and I just kind of made it like a really easy difficulty, and I was just like, I just want to get immersed in the world of Rimworld and play as this one character throughout his lifespan. But as far as a video is concerned, it's really slow. So we're just gonna do it traditionally. This could be over like before it even starts, depending on, well, I mean, sort of, depending on how toxic it is. We will be in the mountains, so we should be avoiding a lot of the toxic just ambience. But yeah, we'll see. There was another mod I saw that was specifically designed for toxic playthroughs and adds like all sorts of new crops and building. Like it adds like toxic cotton and stuff that allows you to grow toxic cloth. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. The chem fuel is gonna be certainly a big problem because I can't imagine we're gonna be trading with a lot of people. But we should be able to just pack chem fuel into seeds and then grow chem root. But that depends on chem root actually growing here. And until we get hydroponics and stuff inside, it's iffy. So I don't know. Our only other hope is, I guess, boomalopes. But again, like, isn't every animal just going to die as well? Like, I don't know how possible this is. We're going to find out together. Now you must begin scavenging for corpses wherever you can find them to begin brewing more dreg to fuel your bodies, and in time you may create a new warren for your people. Well, that's true. We do start with biofuel refining, and we can just turn corpses into chem fuel. Yeah, okay. So maybe it's not as bad as I'm imagining here. Okay. Well, it is very toxic. It is very polluted. There are animals here for now. There's also insects, a bunch of bugs, but they're very much contained over to that side of the map, so we have no worries about that. This is going to be our home, our warren. So we're going to be moving in there. Toot sweet. The water is very polluted. It does have tox fish in it, though, so that's fun. We might do a little fishing. Okay. It's a hunting animal of the ancients. That seems concerning. All right, so yeah, we gotta settle in here. We start with some dreg, but getting that online and getting power going and all that is good. Tox pots, small clearance packed with powderized shiver and a small wick to ignite and aerosolize the chemical agent. Upon shattered, they break open, releasing a cloud of tox gas into the immediate area. Toxic gas burns the lungs and eyes, causing a temporary shortness of breath and reduction in sight. Alright, so basically, our general game plan for any raid is going to be to try to lock them into a contained area for as long as possible, while tox clouds just fill up the room until they all just die. That's the idea. So embrasures are going to be pretty useful. We're going to want, like, this is going to be obviously our central access. So we really don't want almost anything outside if we can help it, because we need to funnel things into the mountain or they will die. So I'm just gonna start. We're just gonna start mining this out, so I can have just bedrooms. I like bedrooms. I mean, it's. If there was ever a time for just like a big barracks area, I guess it would be with the goblins, right? So I guess we could just have a big room. Sure, that's fine. What kind of materials do we start with? Not much. Oh, also what plants do we get? We got Nutrifungus and Heal Root. Heal Root's going to be pretty tricky. We'd prefer Heal Shrooms. But Nutrifungus will be very nice. So we'll need a grow room. Who's our best melee? Ooh, Drill. Drill will be equipping the Tox Spear. And then the Tox Pots will be Chef. We do have a bow and arrows, but I'm not allowed to use those. I'm hoping there's some sort of Tox arrow or something that I can make. That would be nice. But yeah, for now, we're going to need wood. There is this, No, those are normal trees. Okay. Yeah, we'll need wood. We'll need a grow room. I really have no building materials, so we'll have a good amount of stone eventually, but for now I'm going to cut down some trees. And we'll just make a stockpile in here. Okay. They immediately all just start eating. Okay, and we do have a wooden drag barrel, which... Oh, we have more plants. Hold on. We have Heal Root and a wild radagast. Ragadast. Okay, let's crack open these. Okay. Biofuel refining is going to require electricity. We do start with electricity, including chem fuel generators, which we might end up going with. We have a human power generator and hamster wheel generator, but we're probably mostly interested in the toxifier generator, which accomplishes 2 goals for us. The problem is, if all terrain in the radius is polluted, the generator will shut down. And that's going to be increasingly hard to find non-toxic space. We'll get there. We should also pick this heal route while it's here. We can get some tar pit, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but we need no lighting. Yeah. No problems with darkness. Yeah, I mean, everybody can fucking construct. No problems with that. You should probably focus on growing if that's involved. You can mine. You can probably mine. A bunch of you can mine. Fishing is not bad if it comes down to needing some more food, so I'll put that on 4s for everybody if they got nothing else to do. A lot of researchers. Yeah, okay. Quadra sleeping spots. So big. No, I don't need that. For right now. It's better than them sleeping on random spots on the floor. Also, schedule. Okay, good. Done. Well, they won't sleep together? Damn picky. For Gnoblins. A fucking megapede. It's concerning. Yeah, stone cutting is gonna be pretty big, I would say. So I want to get that going. And food is going to be a concern pretty quickly. Yeah, I wish we were faster on the mining. Okay. Just make anything, honestly. I'm not picky here. Just make something. Ruins explorer. Okay. Come on in. Look upon my Gnoblins. I do not have much to talk to you about or sell you or anything, but you're here. I have gold. Oh yeah, so there's all these like magic items. They're like a ring of research, which adds plus 20% global learning factor. Simple flower, plus 20% plant work speed, plus 20% harvest yield, minus 50% melee damage factor, minus 50% mental break threshold. They're extremely expensive, of course, but it's cool. It's cool stuff. Tier moss. Enormous appetite. Well, we don't really want any of these things, I suppose. Yeah, we can't really afford any of this. Okay. So traders, trading spot, and there it is. Okay. Stay outside. I don't want you in my home. My warren. Okay, so we dug that out. That's fine. Let's dig this space out. This will be our Nutrifungus lair. That'll be quite a while. Okay, but we got we got some stone, granite. So I'm gonna put in just granite walls here. And then, yeah, granite and braziers. That's good, that's good. And then, yeah, I mean, obviously we want a pretty sturdy door so it doesn't just fold instantly. But not so sturdy that they go through the brazier instead. I guess I could have used this stuff. Giant bone wall. 450 hit points compared to 510. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, you can also grab this table. We're just about out of food. So we are gonna have to kill some stuff, and I think we're gonna have to just stab some deer to death. Put in a butcher's block there. And then, yeah, I gotta get, fucking, I guess just a crafting spot, really. This will allow us to turn raw wood into timber. Okay, drill. Affected by shiver dependency. Okay, I mean, we do have drag. I don't know if that's quite the same thing. Drill. Let's see how you do. Stabbing a doe to death. Okay, so this is the Tox Spear. Oh, we also have the Venomous Bite, which is pretty good. There you go. Now we don't want... Ow. We don't want... Don't want to inflict too much tox there, because then they'll just rot away. But we got one. So now we can butcher this. And we'll just put in, I guess, campfire or... Probably a campfire. Fine. Yeah, door. Yes, we want a door. I guess just the granite door is probably good enough. Rather than the slab door. We don't want it to be too slow or too hefty. Granite braziers are 510, so it should be that or lower. A little lower. Local Toxiga has gone mad. Well, that's not good. This thing is going to have a lot of tox resistance, I would imagine. Okay, well, Drill, you're going to have to fight this. Crit. Crit. Holy shit. She is a beast. It annoys me that Chef is not our chef. Nope, food poison. Because you ate raw meat. I hate raw meat. Cooking before mining, so I don't know what your problem is. Oh, you're not including tox meat. Well, you should. Include all meat. We don't care. Oh, we found a structure in here. Look at that. I don't have complex jobs as a mod, which is annoying. So I'm not quite sure what stone cutting falls under. The shiver dependency. Oh, no, you're food poisoning. Okay. We do have this mod that tells you this. Okay, so it's under craft. Alright, then pretty much anyone can cut stone. There we go. Good. We'll have a door. Ah, you fuck. Okay, it's coming together. It's coming together. This needs to now be converted into a mushroom growing zone. I thought there was another step to it, but maybe not. Okay, we have our buscular mycorrhiza, which takes 15 days. And this gives you wood. We don't need that. We need nutrifungus. 6 days. Good stuff. This is the hallmark of our future food supply. We can flooring here. Excellent. Okay, someone should be along shortly to grow plants. Who is our plant grower? You. Why are you not growing here? Okay. So, yeah, I think you do have to make some sort of floor, but I don't remember what it's called. I thought you had to do something to grow fungus with the ground. Fuck. I might have to Google this because I'm an idiot. I forgot. Fungal gravel. That's what it's called. Did that get removed or I just don't have it? That's a problem if I don't have it. Let me check the... Says you have to have the tunneler meme. Yeah, you have to have the tunneler meme. So we have to reform our ideologian. So the only other way then is if I actually get this stony soil. Which means this room's not suitable. There is stony soil here. So anywhere where there's yellow. So I could try mining out from here and seeing if that extends. Otherwise, we have to wait until... I mean, I can keep killing deer or something, and it'll work. But all right, we're going to try mining out another section here. And hoping that this contains fungal... stony soil instead of granite. But yeah, we're going to need more meat. So, Drill, you're getting back out there. Godspeed. I don't think these... Yeah, they don't have... They will fight back in melee. They have the potential to. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Oh god, she's slaughtering. She's slaughtering. Yes. Yes! Amazing! Yeah, I mean, otherwise we could construct one outside of the base, but I really would rather not do such a thing. We want this to be all contained in that little hidey hole. Pirate raiding parties carrying air support pagers may visit your colony. It's called aerial support. Well, they can try. Yeah, you know, there's a reason I just don't do barracks like this. It's a mood debuff. They keep getting interrupted. There's a lot of problems. They have a lot of problems. 8 cooked toxic meat. You should love that. So I think I'm gonna have to just cut in somewhere here, like, and just make rooms. Forge Obakville's Devils, and we live at Kurganavioblist. Yes, that sounds suitable, Gnoblin-esque. We probably could get some research going, I suppose. If no one's doing anything else. We could get proper stone cutting. Which is not a bad idea. Yeah. Sure. Smoking up drag. Outdoors. How is this outdoors? How are you counting this as outdoors? We're roofed in. We have a door. There's no other exits. What world? Outdoors. I guess if there's some unroofed somewhere. All seems pretty roofed to me. Now, I know what you already might be thinking, and that we're gonna have a big problem if our whole base is inside a mountain with no lights, with bug infestations. And you're goddamn right. And, I mean, we don't have to have no lights. I probably will add them eventually. It's just for now, it's nice. And no matter what, if you're living in a mountain and growing fungus in a dark room, you're gonna have bug infestations. But at least if everything is lit except for that spot, it's somewhat controllable. Yes, that soil did not extend at all into this room. So we just have various rooms now cut out. Oh, what was the health on this door? 270. Okay, it's not amazing, but it should be good enough if we're raining down tox gas on them. Okay, well, to some more mining then. This will be where our rooms are. A room for every soul. They don't have to be too big to start, like a 3x3. I've already made it staggered for no good reason. Fuck it, it's part of the chaos. It's chaos gremlins. Alright. We could be building more stuff, I guess. We can all construct, so let's build some beds while we're sitting here. There you go. think we're gonna have to start making dreg. Requires high ambient temperatures in order to properly distill the corpse within. So I need a corpse. Okay, you can do 50 meat into 10 dreg or 50 chem fuel. Okay, just do that once. It's needed a temperature between 25 and 65 degrees. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I don't know what Celsius is, but it's pretty high. It is 80 degrees in here. I could add in a second campfire. It immediately spoiled, which means we immediately lost 50 chem fuel. Okay. Suspend that. We're gonna have to shove this into a small room then. So for now, just take our granite blocks. Actually, no, we'll just use this. Does not have to be a big room. But I'm not gonna let this go to waste. Like I just wasted 50 chem fuel. But yeah, it was a good thing then I went with cannibalism, because we can then harvest any bodies that come our way. Alright, we're just gonna... This might be a little too hot of a room. Copy of this fire and move this here. I guess we may as well get tar because we are going to have some campfires, and we'll use that as our resource of choice. There's also a bunch of coal here that we could mine out as well. Yeah, drying hides into leather. I don't know if we can do that indoors. It's worth a try, but I guess if it's a hot enough room, right? Rawhide rack. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, muscle parasites. Great. Well, we have no real medicine, so you'll just have to deal. Yeah, we can use coal chunks as well. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I wish I had a couple people that were okay with plants, but we really didn't get any passions outside of one character. We're surviving. Surviving. I don't know if we're thriving, but we're surviving. We do have no toxic buildup of any kind, so at the very least, we're good with that. fucking... We need... Oh, Nunlord's our only doctor. Okay, well, you're gonna have to self-tend then. It's gonna be like 0% anyway, so do it up. We won't eat that. No, we're not gonna eat any of this little shit. Yeah, we do need food, though. Food is good. So, Drill, I think you're gonna have to get out there and hunt some more deer. You can slaughter it while it's sleeping. Nice. She's a fucking menace. It's Tox Spear. Okay, let's see the temperature in this room. Hovering around 85-ish. Okay, so it doesn't get too hot. Alright. That's hope. Maybe I should check. I'm just going to Google because I don't know. 25 degrees Celsius is 77. Okay, we should be good then. Yeah, I don't think we're ever really going to recruit or kidnap anybody. Like, this is a Gnoblin run. And we're hopefully going to reproduce. Slowly absorb pollution. Oh my god, this thing is anathema to us. We do not want one of these trees on our land, ever. We want to wipe out this species. This is our enemy. Cut it. An ancient cyber deck nearby. Oh, well, I'll get right on that. Yeah, this is annoying. It's annoying. I was really banking on Nutrifungus, so for now I might have to just reconstruct, move all this giant bone wall over to the side and use it to make some sort of Nutrifungus room. I feel like if we get raided, though, they're just gonna bust this down. So I'll have to make a better door. Like, we'll make like a big slab door or something. Alright, so where's our best concentration? It's kind of off to the side. Probably here is good enough. Yeah, we can work with that. Okay, so we're gonna just take this. I'm almost certainly gonna need all this. Pack of man-hunting raccoons. Oh, okay. Well, I could test out my Tox plan. I'd have to get them. See, the problem with these guys is they're not going to come in here. So I think really we just have Drill do her thing. Ah! Ah! This is an actual hostile foe. She got him. Getting her armor would be very, very good idea. Danger over there, that's fine. Okay, we got this pretty much dug out. Yeah, I'd prefer to just use wooden doors, but we do have a lot of these giant bone doors. It gives them all something to do, I guess. Now there's our first real battle. It's against this guy, an insector. A bug with a quarterstaff. Vile fiend. Okay, everybody in. All right, and the one with the it was chef. Okay. Tox gas moderate. Oh, he keeps bouncing out of it. Well, ideally then this is where we would have like crossbows or something. Yeah, that didn't really do a whole lot. Okay. Well, admittedly, not the greatest showing. Not until we get like remote doors or something where we can actually. Uh-oh. I can't pierce her armor. What kind of throw was that? What kind of throw is that? What the fuck? Oh no. Okay, he left. He left. Drill took a beating. Also, I don't know why they're all sleeping on this shit. I don't need that. Okay, not a great first showing, I'll admit. Yeah. But we survived. Would have been nice to kill him. Get some insect meat. What? Ah, because the fire went out. Fuck! Okay. Do not waste any more chem fuel. Turn meat into dreg. We really gotta not fuck up on this. Okay, and what is... Refueling is basic, right? No, it's hauling. Okay. I need someone that has, like, very little to do otherwise. Okay. Drill doesn't do a whole lot else. So she's going to be number one on hauling. We can't let fires go out. It's really essential here. It's a specific type of meat, isn't it? I can't even look at it. No, just 50 meat. How do I not have 50 meat? Dreg, we will die. Okay. We're getting there. Alright, this got all uninstalled. For some reason, I don't have just an easy reinstall button on this stuff. Unless I select multiple of them at once. Oh, actually, we don't want that. We want a bigger door. Agricultural trader. Nice. Well, it's hard to say. I mean, I can't do much. I want Nutrifungus, which I already have. Beyond that, Chemroot would be maybe nice, but I'd have to grow it outside in polluted. So, I don't know. But now we can get proper rooms set up here. Bed for you, bed for you, bed for you, bed for you. Ding. Just because we're Gnoblins living in a mountain doesn't mean we can't be civilized and have our own bedrooms. There goes all the venison. Okay, it is moving along there. That's good. Just do not let that run out. Drill. Do not let that run out. I wish there was like a number. Okay, she got it. All right, good. A little bit of heat stroke. It is 98 degrees in here, and we do not have... Well, it's also 98 degrees outside. It's very warm here, and we do not have a great deal of clothing. As far as the door is concerned, we're looking at a slab granite door, as big and slow as possible. I don't think it's going to grow on that whole thing, but it'll... Yes, I'm aware. Yeah, 0% on the muscle parasites. We have to get to 300%. It's gonna be a long road. got bedrooms. Yeah, still not doing great on the food. Nutrifungus is really going to be our only reliable way to go. And developing our ideologian so that we can get the tunneler meme. It's not that easy. I have a poison jubilee. If I can get a drum. Which I think we can get a drum. No, I have to do the tanning. Here's the rack. Okay, so it is processing. Good. We can run it. Which means I probably will want to do more. Yeah. Means we'll also want to... chop down more trees. Too much plant work. Still won't do it. Is it because some of it is on... I don't know. I can't force her to do this. I don't know. I cannot grow. I cannot grow. I mean, it's definitely, you're supposed to use a mushroom growing zone, because if I just do normal growing zone, it won't show. Yeah. So that's right out. It's got to be the mushroom growing zone. I don't see any reason why she would not be able to grow this. So I just don't get it. Unless it won't grow in polluted soil. That would be the one thing. And if it can't grow in polluted soil, then we're really fucked. Well, we're not really fucked, but that means that we can't do any plants until I get some sort of toxic fungus. Which, who knows? Yeah, then we'll just have to rely on meat. Which means I might want to just set up a fishing zone so we can get that going. Yeah, it's got a really good fish population here. We can get some tox fish. Don't really want tox fish, we want salmon, but still. It's something. There's a decent amount of animals here, but, you know, a lot of it is toxic meat, which we don't like. You'd think we wouldn't mind it, but we do. And I don't know why it still says we're outdoors. I can't really imagine why. I admit I don't have a great amount of experience playing a mountain base. But you just wouldn't imagine that it's outdoors unless the embrasure is causing it to not count as a wall, but it should. I mean, I could put in another set of walls just to, like, find out. I guess. Alright, I'm just gonna put this in here just so we can see if the embrasures are causing the problem. It could be. But obviously we don't want things deteriorating. Yes, it is the embrasures. They do not count as indoors. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just put in a wooden door here then, I guess. Just a little, whatever, wooden door, just so we count. Well, part of the problem is that we have 6 Gnoblins, which is a lot of mouths to feed. And I went through my deer that were here pretty damn quickly, so anything else is going to be maybe a bit trickier. Like, I mean, I guess I could go for toxalopes. It is good quality meat. They do explode in a toxic explosion, but, you know. The problem is I feel like they're just going to kick my ass as soon as I try to fight one. I'm sort of banking on fish. Just so we're not starving. Yeah, people are not pleased. Oh, and we got some genetic monstrosities. It's a avian paragon. We're gonna have to get drill to kill this thing. Gotcha. How's that dreg coming along? Oh, we got it. Good. Okay, good. Yeah, we will need meat for that as well. Oh, a furniture builder. Now that's some meat. Sordid meat. And he's got a bunch of clothing. Nice. Okay, I think we will go, strip this guy. And, melee him to death. Oh, watch out on the toxic buildup, though. Okay, this is probably not a good way to do it. Okay, stop it. Because he's going to lose all his body parts, and then he won't be worth much. Okay, good. Yes, use all the meats. Yeah, sustainability is going to be the big problem. If we get raided, I can kill the raiders, I can eat them, blah, blah, blah. That's all good and fine, but that's if I get raided. And that's not... It's not reliable. Okay, the fish are coming in good. Tox fish, but still, it's food. Good, good, good. Why don't you go ahead... Oh, I have to set this to butcher human-like corpses. And he's gonna go rest. Cargo pod with a Hachimaki. Great. I've always wanted a Hachimaki. There we go. Mmm, human meat. Yum. A little human leather. Yum. Yeah, we're building up our little rawhide collection. Rawhide's pretty shit, but it's a material. We make a lot of compromises in the Gnoblin community. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a drum. That's a perfect use for rawhide. Yeah, there's no tox arrows or anything. I can make toxic grenades out of 20 dreg. We need a lot more dreg to make that work. I can make another tox spear if need be with 25 dreg, but yeah, we need a fuck ton of dreg. Oh shit. Just do it forever. Like, dreg doesn't go bad, so keep making it. We're all reasonably happy. I'm gonna begin the Poison Jubilee. It's not a very impressive room we're in, but hey. It was fun. Plus 8 mood for 6 days. Phenomenal. And we got 1 development point. It's gonna be a long, slow process before we get Nutrifungus. But even if we do, I think the problem is more the pollution than anything. Except this room doesn't seem that polluted. No, this room is completely unpolluted. So if we could turn that into fungal gravel, we'd have a nice fungus room. So I do have access to electricity. I can get a toxifier generator. I could use that to power the biofuel refinery. I could use that to turn basically all this wood into chem fuel. And then I could run chem fuel generators. I probably should just be growing crops here, though. I mean, there's really no reason not to. I didn't make it a qualifier that I have to eat fungus. So I have soil here. It's not really fertile, but it's soil, and there's no reason not to take advantage of it. So, sure. Except I can't really grow anything because I don't have enough grow skill. And the only thing that I could eventually grow anyways for food is like olive trees or almond trees. Well, I mean, fuck, it's better than nothing. I guess for now we're gonna grow this. Just to give her better plant skill. Muscle parasites are a bitch. That was a rough thing to get hit with. Specifically something that has to be tended in order to remove. It does not affect it at all by their immunity speed or anything. She's just so tired all the time. Okay, well, it seems like we have a bit of a lull here where it's pretty slow. I was maybe hoping for another little raid. Although, I still wouldn't really like our chances that much. We need a lot more dreg, obviously. I probably should make a second barrel, get a lot of meat, and just keep loading it up. We really need just a lot of it. We're a long way off from our biological warfare of brewing up, like, insane COVID 5500 variant in our lab. We're starting out pretty simple here. So I guess, yeah, I'll make a second barrel. We got to get some more meat. But I think we... So what is it going to take? The problem is we're playing with Medieval Overhaul as well. So the component aspect of the Toxifier generator is going to be tricky. I didn't start with any components. You can't mine components. You can't really make components for a long time. So I have to depend on trading in order to get components, and I have really nothing to trade for. So I could... yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing. Every power... Well, there is a windmill. I could specifically make a windmill and only run a biofuel refinery when it's running. It's not great. Yeah, alright, Drill, you're gonna go fight something again. You're gonna go fight the bull. Can't go wrong. Oof, shredding it. Shredding it. Oh! Oh, dodge. Nice. Got it. I should also put in, like, a latrine and stuff. That would be good. That'd be a good idea. Let's put in a room. Wait, whoa, whoa. That is not a good use of that. Where's Dagger? Don't do that again. You know, use every resource you got. Okay, good. Latrine. You do have bone. And giant bone. No well. I'll have to put the well over here. That's fine. That's fine. We can put a water tub in here, though. Excellent. Hey, stone cutting research. Yeah, basic cooking will get us fine meals, but that's really not that useful. Most of this is not super useful. I do think thermal regulation. The large passive cooler is really quite handy for a pre-electricity freezer. We might end up even using it beyond that, just because venting the hot air in a mountain can be a little tricky sometimes. I guess I could vent it like right here. That wouldn't be bad. Yes, we have a toilet. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, life is improving. Look at how happy we all are. I mean, it's good. Well, she's not happy, but yeah, you know. Manhunting arrow fleets. That's pretty shitty, because those things explode. But I also don't know if we can afford to just wait it out. So drill, you might have to bite the bullet here, my friend. Stab it. Ow! Stop, drop, and roll into the water. Ah, into the water. Oh, no. Oh, burn scar in her right eye. That sucks. That sucked. Oh, my water's polluted. Pollution level 2,040%. Oh my god, this is Flint, Michigan level of water. That's bad, right? We're gonna say that's bad. Okay, I need to move this over here where there's no pollution. 220%. Okay, perhaps I spoke a bit too soon there. How about right over here? There's really no pollution. 400%. Okay. There must be pollution under the earth here. 400%. Shit. 0%. We found it. We found the magic number. Okay. Don't move it. Yeah, we probably could get a scavenging junkrat roll. I need steel ingots. Okay. Might be able to get that out of some of these things that we can deconstruct. No guarantees, but steel you can't mine out of the wall. You have to get iron ore and then smelt it into steel. Yeah, you know, we're running the gamut here of complexities. Did not seem like we got any steel out of that. Steel slag chunks can be smelted. Ancient tower remains. There's a steel chair we might be able to get something out of. Not much. Grav ship hull over there. That should have some steel. Also a nice shelf here. Why wouldn't I take that? Everybody likes shelves. Ah, steel ingots. Perfect. Yeah, we need more meat. Fishing is sort of working, except it's really far away. It's annoying. I think we're going to have to just go for another kill on these bulls. So our sight's down to 94%. It's not the end of the world. It's kind of annoying. Oh, it was crits. Oh, it was crits. Dodge. Yes. Oh, a boss. What a boss bitch. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to end it here for today. We're surviving. Again, maybe not thriving. We're going to get there. I will definitely be playing a little bit on my own just to keep getting maybe a little more situated. Like I said, we're a long ways off from really like engaging in full toxic warfare, and that's kind of what I want to get to. So this is that really slow start. Struggling with food quite a bit here. What was the other thing that we got? It was like ragadast. I don't know what that is, and I'm not quite sure how to look. Let me just see. Ragadast? Ragadast? No, I don't mean Radagast. Okay, so it's a Forsaken thing. Okay, but it's not a normal plant. It's not a normal plant. I wonder if it's in my messages. Now grow, yeah, but it doesn't tell me what it is. So then it could be, it's not fungus, it's not normal. So then it's either sand or aquatic. Let me check both. It's not aquatic. It's not sand. Okay, I just can't grow it then. It's something with Forsaken, so it must be something related to, it's, okay. I'm not quite sure. It's something to do with alpha biomes or... Yeah. Needless to say, we don't get access to it. So that was a really useless one. I'm tempted then to spawn in something that is useful. But I'd have to pick then. Well, not necessarily. We could grab these berry bushes and then use a seed packing spot in order to turn that into berry seeds. And then we could grow berries. Should be able to. No, it's really limited. Why is it this limited? Or is it just not showing it because I don't have berries? Okay. Why is the music going all intense? Is something happening? No. Harvest botch. Okay. We got berries. Very not many berries. 10 berries. 20 berries. Okay, 20 berries is enough. Excellent. Don't let anyone eat those berries. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Now we can grow berry bushes. Requires 5 skill in growing. Okay. Well, she's gonna have to chop down a lot of trees then. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Alright, yes, I'm gonna end it off here. I will keep playing. Hopefully I'll get to a point where we have berries. Because I think we have a year-round growing period, so as long as this isn't polluted... I mean, it's not like the air is actually toxic, right? Well, sometimes it will be. You know, we'll grow what we can when we can. That's all I can say. The Gnoblins will thrive. Yeah. What is this sound? I think they're expanding, right? That's what bugs do. Oh, this is the waste boar destroying various trees. Yeah, that isn't a nuisance, but they're a little too tough for me to fight in melee. All right, anyways, my name is Mangg. You watching has been Rimworld. I don't have a name for it. I'll come up with something toxic. Toxic wasteland, or I don't know. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.